Hello boys and girls, welcome to Mrs. Bandu's Math Movies. This is lesson 7-3 for course 3, congruent polygons. Our objective is to identify congruent figures and use them to solve problems. Okay, so let's start off with our vocab and key concepts. Showing triangles are congruent. To demonstrate that two triangles are congruent, show that the following parts of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. Okay, so in this one, it's called SSS, which is side, side, side. Okay, so if you have two triangles and all three sides each side has a matching side in the other triangle, and all three sides are congruent to the other sides in the triangle. I'm not saying that well, but anyway, side matches side, side matches side, side matches side. So side, side, side. Okay, a second one is called side, angle, side. So we have a side, an angle, and a side. So we have two sides and the angle between them. Side, angle, side, side, angle, side. Now, it's fine to use the abbreviations, but you should know that SAS means side, angle, side, and so on, okay? And the third one is angle, side, angle. So we have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. Basically, it's two angles and the side between them. So again, angle, side, angle. And again, fine with me to use the abbreviations because you're going to see it that way a lot, but be able to explain what they mean if you need to. All right. And just congruent polygons in general are polygons that have the same size and shape. Okay, let me just try to get a better view of that for you. There we go. Alright, so let's get to what we need to be able to do. Writing congruent statements. That means a statement that one triangle or one shape is congruent to another shape. Write a congruent statement for the congruent figures at the right. Okay, so basically what you want to do first of all is find all the things that match up. So when I look here, angle A matches up to angle M. So angle A is congruent to angle M. Angle B is congruent to angle N. Angle C is congruent to angle O. And angle D is congruent to angle P. Again, you can tell by the markings, one little arc in here, two arcs match, three arcs, four arcs, and so on. Similar with the sides. Segment or side AB is congruent to segment MN. Okay, segment BC is congruent to segment NO. Segment CD is congruent to segment OP. And segment DA is congruent to segment PM. Okay, again, notice on all of these I use my symbols because I should use them because I'm actually describing geometric figures and parts of them. Okay. So since angle A corresponds to angle M, angle B corresponds to angle N. Angle C corresponds to angle O. And angle D corresponds to angle P. My congruence statement is A, B, C, D. And there's no symbol for trapezoid, so we often just list those for the vertices and the corresponding vertices. So M, N, O, P. So trapezoid ABCD is congruent to trapezoid MNOP. Okay, when you do a triangle, though, you can use the triangle symbol in front of your list of vertices. Okay, but again, you need to match up these angles so that in your statement, A matches M, B matches N, C matches O, and D matches P. Okay, you have a quick check for that example. I'm going to move on to example number 2 at this time. It says, show that the triangles are congruent. Alright, so when I look at this, I have angle Q is congruent to angle E. So this is going to be, again, congruent angles. Segment QP is congruent to segment EY. So these are congruent sides. Angle P is congruent to angle Y. So those again are congruent angles. So I have two angles and the side between them. So I have EY and R, and angles Q and P with the side between them. Same formation here. So this is triangle QPR is congruent to triangle EYT by the angle side angle rule. Okay. You don't have to put the dashes in there. I'm not sure why I did, but anyway. Okay. Number 3. A surveyor drew the diagram at the right to find the distance from J to I across the canyon. Triangle GHI is congruent to triangle KJI. What is the distance for segment JI? So again, we know that GHI is congruent to KJI. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Since JI corresponds to HI, JI is 48 feet. Okay, in this case, nothing for us to compute because we can use the definition of corresponding congruent polygons. Okay. Okie doke. You have some quick checks to finish out here. Please have these ready for discussion in class. As always, bring in any questions or concerns that you might have so we can discuss them and hopefully clear them up for you.